Older is better.
I'd say that's the goal, but it's not always true, right?
So what we were talking about earlier, where we say that whiskey is a product of where it's from, right? You think about Scotland. Scotland's very cold. It's very rainy. So the barrels aren't very active. Therefore, the whiskey needs to spend a long time in the barrels so it can develop that. That's why Scottish whiskeys always love to brag, 12 years old. Right. Because at 6, it tastes terrible. But in Texas, it's much faster. That's why, like, you think about tequila, a reposado tequila can spend only 3 months in a barrel and already have color and character from the barrel, because in Mexico, it's quite active. Same in the Caribbean. So the age
Okay.
statement doesn't mean that it's better. It depends more on what is it doing over that time period.
All right. And myth number 4?
Number 4, darker whiskey is older or better.
Well, the darkness just depends on how it interacts with the wood, doesn't it?
Yes and no. So
Okay.
generally, the longer it spends in the barrel, the darker it's going to get, the more wood character it's going to get. So
Okay.
if your whiskey was made in a barrel, that's fine. But if you forget about it in the barrel, it can become really over extracted. And now you don't really get the grain flavor that you should in a whiskey, highlighted by barrel flavor. You just get barrel flavor with old cereal taste on top. And that stuff is nasty.
Okay, Cap'n Crunch whiskey is what you're talking about.
Yeah. Well, that would be very fruity as well. You would hate that. That's a flavored whiskey with over oat extraction. Now, one of the other things about darker is better. So darker doesn't, you can add stuff to whiskey. You can add caramel color to whiskey. You can add extra flavors to whiskey. You can cheat when you make whiskey and produce a product that feels like it's older or looks like it, tastes like it. Tequila has a lot of people doing this. You can add adjuncts to the whiskey. So sometimes your whiskey is darker because it just has caramel color added. Really cheap products that try to pass as whiskey, like Kentucky Deluxe, for example, it's actually like malt liquor or vodka, and then they're dyeing it and flavoring it. That's why they can sell it so cheap. I don't buy any of those, and I don't suggest you do either.